Some people get the wrong idea when they go to certain locations because they don't explore. They go to one side.
Yeah.
And they be like, oh, this is interesting. This is what we got going on.
And they'll make a generalized, point
so let's
of view.
spread this narrative across the whole Caribbean and say this is what it is. That's
like
not
somebody coming to the United States only visiting New York and, saying the whole country is like New York.
Right.
It's not.
What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction.
Yes,
Super excited about this video, guys. If you're new to us and we're new to you, make sure you scroll down, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the post notification bell because we're on the road to 100K. And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Do not come to my region. Do not come to my country and ask me why it's blood clot raining. Why is it raining? I didn't know it rains in the Bahamas.
It's supposed to rain.
What's going on?
It'd be weird if it didn't.
Right.
For real though.
Hey, sweet things. I'm Tap. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, it's all about lifestyle, travel, and talk. And today we talking because I see something on the internet that pissed me off, and I know it pissed a lot of other Caribbean people off. So let's get into it. Do remember though to subscribe. In this community, we unafraid, unashamed, and unwithable, and we ain't afraid to talk about anything or do anything. Dear Americans, we thank you for giving the world Disneyland, Chick-fil-A, Cronuts, the McRib, and Beyonce. Wait, you know daddy people from the Bahamas though?
Oh.
Anyways, we thank you and appreciate some of the dope things you put into the world that we
Can we brag a little bit? For the Bay Hive.
Yeah.
Her mama side from Louisiana though. Give us our props. I don't know what we getting props for, but
Beyonce was born in Texas.
Yeah. So
but yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
That way.
I'll get to enjoy. There's some bullcaca and some things y'all just need to flickin' stop. On behalf of all people from the Caribbean, carry a stank, watery speak the truth in love. In love. On behalf of all people from the Caribbean, if you make
I feel like a lot of people do that. They flip out and they be like, let's get back in love.
I do.
Let's get back.
I do.
That's funny though. Bro.
Yes.
These kind of crazy statements constantly stereotype us. Pick up your pom-pom and carry it because we don't want it. Things Americans need to stop doing or saying to Caribbean people. Making blanketed statements about the entire Caribbean region. First of all, the Caribbean is not one flicking country. It is a region. A region with over 44 million people. Has this guy even been to every Caribbean country? He says he's been to everyone except 2, but it doesn't matter because even within Caribbean countries, many of them have more than one island. For instance, I live in the Bahamas. The Bahamas is one country with over 700 islands. Each island has its own swag, its own personality, its own characteristics, and even in many cases, its own type of accent. World-class resorts and beaches, okay? Very friendly and happy people, true. Reggae and rum culture, that's blanketed. Cricket and soccer are popular, bitch. Babe, I never even seen a cricket game played. I don't know. No. Local food is mediocre or bland.
You know, some people, they get the wrong.
They just commented on the food.
I think some people get the wrong idea when they go to certain locations because they don't explore. They go to one side.
Yeah.
And they be like, oh, this is interesting. This is what we got going on.
And they'll make a generalized, point
so let's
of view.
spread this narrative across the whole Caribbean and say this is what it is. That's
like somebody coming to the United States only visiting New York and, saying the whole country is like New York.
Right.
It's not. I haven't been to New York yet, so I couldn't tell you what it's like, but I know that it's 2 different places.
Facts.
That's blanketed. Cricket and soccer are popular, bitch. Babe, I never even seen a cricket game played. I don't know. No. Local food is mediocre or bland. Take off my flicking earrings.
You should.
Where Vaseline? Bland. Square up. Sis, have you tried roti, curry chicken, chicken curry, kung snack, sheep tongue sauce?
They taste buds must be shocked because they ain't even taste
from
nothing.
the land of hot pockets.
Oh, no, wait. What? You from the land of hot pockets
and frozen TV dinners. And you got the nerve to fix your frowsy top lip and call Caribbean food mediocre blood. Mediocre.
Now, a lot of mainstream, like, American foods is bland. But when you come to Louisiana and Texas, like, our food is not bland. Our food is well seasoned.
Have you coming back for thirds?
If you can't see the seasoning, if you're not sneezing, it's not seasoned.
There you go.
Okay,
y'all put that in the comic section.
Yeah,
that way.
I
understand her pain though. I understand her pain.
We just yes, definitely, because people be touching our gumbo that shouldn't be touching our gumbo.
Right.
We just made a Jamaican dish. It will be up shortly on Life with Them, our family channel. And we got like a jar of jerk seasoning.
Ooh, talk about it.
I just kept smelling it.
Talk about it.
So I don't know what's bland to that person.
Like I'm saying, their taste buds must have been limited to what they're eating because they didn't even go out there to taste, like literally taste the food.
Right.
I think they went out there and got something simple. I don't know.
That's the first I've ever heard of Caribbean food.
Somebody must have cooked for him because he didn't get the authentic version. I'm just saying, somebody...
I'm gonna find the Uber, man. Let's turn this mother skunt into a raccoon. Can we just turn this dude into a raccoon and get it over with one time? We ain't got time for this. Let's turn him into a raccoon. Making blanketed statements about an entire region that features many countries, languages, cultures, accents, and histories is deeply offensive and ignorant. Take the time to do some research. Just as the United States of America is one country with many different states, and those states have different accents, different specialty dishes, it's the same flicking thing. It ain't that hard to understand. And just because you had a certain experience in a certain island doesn't mean it's fair or right to generalize or make blanketed statements about an entire region. Country, people, race, gender, shall I go on? Would you want me to say all Americans racist, horribly tanned, and balding just because your president is? You would not. Would you want me to say all of America has a rat problem because I visited New York and saw Master Splinter and Chuck E. Cheese casually walking around the subway? No, you would not. Please stop staying on the resort or going on a cruise and then going back to your country and talking to your family and friends, social media followers like you know the place like the back of your hand.
Stop.
And that's why we said that when we travel to these different countries, of course, we're going to hit up the tourist spots. But because we are so grateful and fortunate to have a supporter base that is literally international, all over the globe. I mean, all over. Do you know we got supporters from Antarctica? I can't say it.
Antarctica. Yes.
All over. Okay, so because we have supporters all over, we want to connect with our people when we get there.
Yeah, we're not going to just do a cruise and eat the boat food.
Not at all. Not at all. We want the local experience.
Facts.
Looking at, you hear me? You want to come to the Caribbean. You want to come on an exotic getaway and then ask us where Starbucks or McDonald's is. I feel like a lot of these people who talk about the Caribbean, they don't even have to get off the resort. Man. And listen, even if you get off the resort, you stay at an Airbnb so you feel like you're a little in tune. You ain't. Your little 1 week, 2 week vacation is not enough to be able to give this large summation about the entire culture of a country. Unless you've been living in the country among the people for years, you have no right to open your yap and talk like you are an expert on the culture of that country or region. Humble yourself when you're in people country, yeah? Because right now your pum pum too big. You need to small it down. You large it up, small it down. And be humble. Stop finding out where we from, and the moment you find out, you trying to imitate the accent.
Oh, I hate that.
Hey, man, we be jamming, man. Will Muda seek sack parsley. Narblay.
Right, yeah.
Like, that's... You can keep it. Keep it.
Like, hey, bro, you can hear a fake accent from a mile away.
Right.
I don't care where you from. If you say that you want to move or go to this location, and then all of a sudden you try to pick up on it, and people gonna pick that up quick.
Right. And you know the misconception, just like I'm from New Orleans and I don't have like a what they consider a New Orleans accent. New Orleans have multiple accents. By the way. Louisiana has multiple accents. By the way, I know a person from the Bahamas who don't have a Bahamas accent.
Come on,
or not even stereotype, but I guess the popular accent. And so it's those people who will say, you're not really from there because you don't sound like it. What?
It's like a flavor. It's like a tune. You know what I'm saying? That just can't be measured. So when you try to imitate, it's like you can't match it.
Right.
It's really hard to match.
At all.
We didn't pay for the seats, the tickets. We don't want it. We don't even want the nosebleeds. You keep that because we're not you keep it to yourself. Also, stop finding out where we from. Like if you meet a person from the Caribbean, you find out they from there, and then you instantly want to ask if we know that one person you went to elementary school whose great granddaddy was from Jamaica, or someone you saw in a magazine. No, I do not know Rihanna. I mean, I want to. I really want to. But I don't. Everybody don't know everybody in Barbados, and everybody don't know everybody in the Bahamas, and everybody don't know everybody in Jamaica, and vice versa, and cross country. I don't know Lenny Kravitz, which I want to. Hi, Lenny. But I don't. Things are 2 to 3 times more expensive. That's true. Things are expensive. It really is. I'm in the Bahamas, which is the 4th most expensive country in the world. Gotta go sell some pum pum right after this video. Anyways, again, colonization. A lot of these nations 40, 50, 70 years ago only come out of the British and whoever else colonizers grip. And we've been dependent on these nations for years. Like a strong indigenous culture. There ain't no indigenous people cock I had because people who were probably your ancestors killed them all. Ain't no Arawaks in the Bahamas left. Tainos. Say where you put me. Think there must still be some Caribs. I don't know. Someone let me know. Your people killed them. Okay? People who were probably your ancestors by the look of your lack of melanin brought slavery, brought my peoples over here against their will. And despite all of that, Caribbean people are so strong and so amazing. We have used all of this history, all the things that we've been through to create our own present cultures and cultural experiences. From our huge parades like Carnival, Junkanoo, to the way we mourn. That may sound crazy, but traveling abroad, I've realized the way Bahamians, for sure, and other Caribbean people mourn is very unique to the way we speak, to the way we dress, to the way we dance. And to say there's no culture, that's complete bull caca. And I will enjoy eating you.
But these are the same people who say no black culture? People don't have a culture.
Come spend a week or month with some black folk. You'll change it up.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Come to a wedding. Come to a funeral. Come to the cookout.
Cookout, yeah.
Experience some of the culture.
Yeah, you gotta do all that, yeah.
When the old man turns you into a raccoon or a goat. That's so offensive to say there is no culture. Like, that's all the Caribbean is. We are walking, breathing, living culture. When you come here and you really become a part of the people, you can truly experience that. Not staying in your little flicking all-inclusive resort or staying on your cruise ship and coming out for 2 seconds to try to haggle someone for 2 for $5 t-shirt deal. No, sweetie. That ain't how you get it. And to say that there's very disrespectful for people who feel this way and make these statements without doing the research and without really becoming a part of the people. You need to step your pum pum up because right now your pum pum smelling like old concrete.
She great. And that'd be the same people that be like, nah, you would never catch me over there. You would never catch me over there. But that's where it's really juicy at.
Right.
That's where you really gonna get your culture that you're looking for. I'm just saying.
Beyond in the sun. You ain't doing right by us Caribbean people and we don't appreciate it. And I feel like people like this, sometimes they do this because they want a reaction, they want to troll. But it's not only guys that just like, you know, I used to work in the tourism sector and you go and you talk to people and some of the things they ask you, y'all have internet? You're wearing shoes? You're not barefoot? Do you guys ride dolphins? It's like, Susie, do your flicking research. Stop not researching places before you come. Do not come to my region. Do not come to my country and ask me why it's blood clot raining. Why is it raining? I didn't know it rains in the Bahamas. What's going on? You pick a up your pum, go on all the way to JetBlue plane, buy these tickets, plan these things, and you on Google to see what the weather is like, the place you go, what the currency is like, what the language is like, what the people are like. This one is a doozy. We are not all from Jamaica. I'm half Jamaican, so this is no shade, and I love Jamaicans, but jeez, that's insulting to Jamaicans and the other Caribbean people. And also, stop telling people, hey man, I'm half Jamaican, and I never heard no Jamaican say to me, hey man, we be jam. Stop it. Listen here. These kind of stereotypes, generalizations, I know as humans, a lot of us are guilty, but honestly, in this day and time, we have no excuse. We have the internet, this generation, we have Instagram, Facebook, Google. We can research things, or we can find people on the internet who are part of a certain place or group that we're interested in and reach out to them and ask them. There's no sin or fault in being ignorant. We're all ignorant to a degree. Ignorance means you don't know something. Right now, I don't know what the national fruit of Belarus is, but when I go on the internet and say it's a plantain, no. If I really want to know that information, I want to make a statement, I will Google what is a national fruit of Belarus, or I will look on the hashtag Belarus and try to find people and talk to them. There's nothing wrong with not knowing, but when you make these assertions and you take your ignorance and you use it as fact without fact checking yourself or talking to other people or other sources, that is when it becomes upsetting, hurtful, inflammatory, and dangerous, especially for someone like this guy who has such a huge platform as a travel vlogger. It can be harmful because people already have these stereotypes about us, especially when a lot of our nations are predominantly people of color, black people, Latinx, Native people, Native Americans, in the Caribbean, we all mix up. So it's really hurtful, and check your pom-pom, check your ignorance at the airport, and when you come to the Caribbean, or if you're interested in coming, come with openness, come with a willing to learn. You don't know it all. Just because you're from a first world country, that don't mean caca. You don't know it all, and there's always something to learn about someone's culture, even if you've already been there before. My fellow Caribbean people, my island people, let me know what y'all think about this guy's statements, this guy's post on Instagram, some of your experiences you've had with tourists and people who either want to come to your country.
Yo, I feel like y'all gonna mention him in the comment section. And
don't do it, guys.
Yeah, but people cancel themselves. People literally cancel themselves because they go into environments ignorant, fearful, and they go judge, and they go with a very high level of judgment towards the environment, and they don't really get to have a full experience because they have already put up all these gears and guards so they can be, I guess I don't know what to say, but they put all that up so they can do what they got to do and get out. They go in and get out. But you gotta, like she said, you gotta come with openness to really have that full experience. Y'all be canceling yourselves.
Definitely, especially when a person has a large platform. You never want to influence people in the wrong way.
Right.
That's why we're always careful with the things we say. We don't move off of emotion. We move off of factual information, but of course we're gonna give our real life thoughts on something.
Yeah, that you cannot.
So I think that's what sets us apart from a lot of people. We don't sugarcoat nothing, and we're 100% real. When we come on this camera, there's nobody out there that we're afraid of to lie about. Okay, we're not gonna lie about nothing, and we're always gonna view things with an open mind. That's why we're so excited to come to all the places that we're planning to come to this year. So when we get there, we're gonna get there and we're gonna show the real.
Y'all be canceling yourselves, man. Y'all gotta stop doing that. Y'all gotta put the guard down, and y'all gotta have a chance to experience a person's heart. That's the only way you're gonna be able to really feel their culture, feel who they are, and just the vibe and the energy. And then they're gonna bounce you off to the next person. It's gonna triple itself. You feel me? So,
now I do have to disagree with the sister a little bit.
Come on now.
Cause we ain't rich. We can't afford to stay more than about 2 weeks.
Right, she did say about 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks is good enough.
I think that's good enough for introduction to the culture.
If you go in the right place and if you go with the right mindset, you have a fabulous time in just 2 weeks.
Yeah, and don't just go to the beaches and food.
Right,
go
and then go
out
back
and do things.
Yeah, go stub your toe or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so you can go to the hospital and see how the hospital culture is.
Golly. Oh.
But not in America. Don't do that here.
Nah.
You're going to leave with a bill.
Big
but
one.
anyway, we hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Like this video, subscribe, Turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks if you like support the channel that way, as well as our join feature to become a VIP member of the channel. Send in your reaction request through our description box below. We'll see you soon.
Peace.